So, hello guys, welcome to Uncomplicated Legal Notes. This is नेहा कुशवाहा एंड जैसे कि आप सभी को पता है कि छत्तीसगढ़ सिविल जज एग्जाम का जो प्रीलिम्स है वो कभी भी कंडक्ट हो सकता है, उसकी कभी भी डेट आ सकती है, राइट। सो इसी के लिए मैं आप लोगों के लिए एमसीक्यू सीरीज लेके आने वाली हूँ इस चैनल पे। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व छत्तीसगढ़ रेंट कंट्रोल एक्ट 2011। सो ये जो एक्ट है मैं उसको 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करूंगी। इन तीनों पार्ट में अलग अलग सेक्शन से रिलेटेड एमसीक्यू होंगे, राइट। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम लेट्स बिगिन विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द एक्ट। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज अकोमोडेशन अंडर द एक्ट मीन्स अकोमोडेशन का क्या मतलब है। सो वी हैव 4 ऑप्शंस। एनी एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड, डी इज any building or part of building used only for commercial purposes. C option is any building or part of a building not being used for agricultural purposes. D option is only residential apartments. So the right answer is any building or part of a building not being used for agricultural purposes. Right. Let's see the answer. ये इस आंसर क्या है? So yeah, answer is C. There is explanation as well in my PDF. Yeah. Now, second question. Agreement means an oral understanding between landlord and tenant, a court order allowing tenancy, the written agreement executed by the landlord and tenant, an informal tenancy agreement. So कौन सा राइट आंसर है आप लोगों के हिसाब से? So the right answer is the written agreement executed by landlord and tenant. Let's see the answer. Yeah, the answer is C. Now moving towards the third question. District is construed in accordance with Chhattisgarh Municipality Act 1961. Okay. No. This is wrong answer. The right answer is the Land Revenue Code 1959. This is wrong answer. This is correct answer. Right. Explanation क्या है? The district is defined as per Chhattisgarh Land Revenue Code 1959. Now moving towards the fourth question. Who is considered a habitual defaulter? A tenant who fails to pay rent in 12 months on 3 or more occasions. This is the correct answer in my opinion or in my knowledge. Yeah, the option B is the correct answer. Question number 5. Who is a landlord as per the act? The person entitled to receive rent, including trustee, guardian, or receiver. So this is the correct answer, right? Yeah, this is the correct answer. Question number 6. Municipal area includes areas defined under Indian Municipality Act 1920, Chhattisgarh Revenue Code 1959, Chhattisgarh Municipality Corporation Act 1956, and Chhattisgarh Municipality Act 1961. So the correct answer is C. Yeah, the correct answer is C. Municipal area means the area defined under the Chhattisgarh Municipal Corporation Act 1956 and Chhattisgarh Municipality Act 1961. Now, oh God, one sec, guys. Yeah. Question number 7 is notification refers to verbal instructions issued by the landlord, a written letter from the tenant. C option is the relevant government notification published in the official gazette. D option is SMS alerts from the municipality. So the right answer is C, the relevant government notification published in the official gazette, right? Yeah. Now moving towards the 8th question. Old Act means option number third, or the option C is Chhattisgarh Accommodation Control Act 1961 with all amendment acts. Yeah, this is the correct answer. Yeah. Question number 9. Rent means only the deposit given at the start of the tenancy, consideration payable by the tenant to the landlord for accommodation, compensation paid by the landlord to the tenant. D option is maintenance charges paid to society. So which is the correct answer? The correct answer is B, consideration payable by the tenant to the landlord फॉर अकोमोडेशन. अकोमोडेशन के लिए लैंडलॉर्ड को जो टेनेंट है वो एक कंसिडरेशन पे करता है, इसका मतलब होता है रेंट, राइट? नाउ मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द क्वेश्चन नंबर 10th. रेंट कंट्रोलर इज, so here are options. The housing board officials, the person collecting rent, the official appointed under section 7 clause 1 of the act, a municipal officer supervising rent laws. So the correct answer is C, the official appointed under section 7 clause 1 of the act. Now question number 11. Rent control tribunal means a civil court handling landlord tenant cases, a committee of landlords, the body constituted under section 6 clause 1 of the act, and the option D is a tribunal under Urban Planning Act. So the correct answer is C, the body constituted under section C clause 1 of the act. Now moving towards the question number 12. Repealed act refers to. See, these definitions are not coming in the examination, but फिर भी मैंने कवर करवाई हैं क्योंकि कहीं से भी कुछ भी आ सकता है गाइस, है ना? सो अपन को तो पूरा ही सिलेबस कंप्लीट करना है, राइट? सो इसलिए आप लोग ये मत समझिएगा कि मतलब अननेसेसरी MCQs जो हैं वो दीदी करवा रही हैं या फिर मैडम करवा रही हैं, राइट? सो या रिपील एक्ट रिफर्स टू ऑप्शन 1 रेंट कंट्रोल एक्ट 1948, ऑप्शन बी छत्तीसगढ़ लैंड रिफॉर्म्स एक्ट, ऑप्शन सी छत्तीसगढ़ अकोमोडेशन कंट्रोल एक्ट 1961 विथ ऑल अमेंडिंग एक्ट्स अप टू रिपील, या फिर ऑप्शन डी इंडियन अर्बन रेंट एक्ट 1923. So the correct answer is C, Chhattisgarh Accommodation Control Act 1961 with all amending acts up to repeal, right? Question number 13. A social nuisance is defined as what? A tenant who frequently commits act listed in Schedule 4th. So the correct answer is again C, right? Question number 14. Question number 14 is, who is considered a tenant under the act? So tenant को जो tenant है वो कौन होते हैं एक्ट के अंदर, एक्ट के अंतर्गत? बताएं आप लोग, बताएं क्या होते हैं, कौन होते हैं tenant? Option A is only the person who signed the rent agreement, anyone occupying the premises without permission. Option C is a person who pays rent or continues possession after termination unless evicted. Option D, only a family member to the landlord. So the correct answer is C. A person who pays rent or continues possession after termination unless evicted. जब तक evicted ना कर दें, अब जब तक वो टेनेंट की कैटेगरी में ही फॉल करेगा, राइट। आप डेफिनेशन देखेंगे तो उसमें लिखा हुआ है ऐसा। नाउ देयर आर सम एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस, राइट। सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 is who is considered a landlord under the Chhattisgarh Accommodation Control Act? Option A, only the registered owner of the property. Option B, the person entitled to receive rent on his own account or on behalf of another. Option C is only a person residing in the premises. A person who manages multiple properties. So the correct answer is B, the person entitled to receive rent on his own account or on behalf of the another, right? Yeah. Now, question number 2. Under the Act, which of the following may also qualify as a landlord? Tenant subletting the property. Option B, municipal officer collecting taxes, trustee or guardian entitled to receive rent, watchman of the building. So the correct answer is C, trustee and guardian entitled to receive the rent. Question number 3 is, a person is considered a tenant under the Act if they reside without any agreement, they are in possession under an agreement to pay rent, they occupy the premises forcibly. Option D is they are family members of the landlord. So the correct answer is B, they are in possession under the agreement to pay rent, right? Now, question number 4 is, a tenant continuing possession after termination of tenancy is still a tenant unless he starts paying more rent, there is an oral eviction request, he is evicted by a decree under the Act, he leaves the premises voluntarily. A tenant continuing possession after termination of tenancy is still a tenant unless. So the correct answer is C. He is evicted by a decree under the Act. ठीक है, उसको टर्मिनेट कर दिया है कि आप कंटिन्यू ना करें पोजीशन में, बट वो फिर भी कंटिन्यू कर रहा है टेनेंसी में, तो मतलब कब तक वो कर सकता है कंटिन्यू? जब तक डिक्री ना आ जाए एविक्शन की फ्रॉम द कोर्ट, राइट। Question number 5 is, who is included in the definition of tenant after the death of the original tenant in residential accommodation? Only the eldest son, anyone living in the neighborhood, surviving spouse, son, daughter, mother, father, residing with him, only the legal heir named in the will. So the correct answer is C, surviving spouse, son, daughter, mother, father, residing with him, जो उनके साथ रह रहे थे वो. Question number 6 is, in case of commercial accommodation after the tenant's death, who can continue tenancy? कौन कंटिन्यू कर सकता है टेनेंसी को टेनेंट की डेथ के बाद? Anyone working in that area, surviving family members, carrying on the business, municipal tax collector, relatives residing elsewhere. So the correct answer is B. Question number 7. Which of the following conditions disqualifies someone from being called a tenant? Payment of rent, option A. Option B is possession after tenancy ends but with court eviction. Option C, having a written agreement. Option D is staying with landlord's oral consent. Which of the following conditions disqualifies someone from being called a tenant? Possession after tenancy ends but with court eviction is the correct answer. Question number 8. Is an implied contract sufficient to recognize a tenant under the Act? Yes. Both express and implied contracts are recognized, right? Now, question number 9 is who is not a landlord under the Act? Tenant who sublets without permission. The correct answer is C, right? बिना परमिशन के टेनेंट ने सबलेट कर दिया है, जो भी पोजीशन था घर का या जो भी रूम है उसका सबलेट कर दिया है बिना परमिशन के, तो वो लैंडलॉर्ड नहीं कहलाएगा, राइट? Question number 10 is, and this is the last question. Under the Act, to be considered a landlord, a person must be living in the property, the trial owner only, entitled to receive rent even if acting on behalf of someone else. Option D is named in the municipal records. So the correct answer is entitled to receive rent even if acting on behalf of someone else. किसी और के behalf पे भी आप act कर रहे हो तो भी आप रेंट लेने के entitled हो तो आप landlord ही कहलाओगे, right? So these are the questions. Thank you so much for watching my videos, guys, and please subscribe my channel, like करें, share करें जितना हो सकता है, and yeah, that's all for today. Bye bye.